Hello students, today's class we are going to discuss the remaining problems of electrical energy and power unit, that is 8th C unit of current electricity. For questions refer page number 212 in your textbook. Okay, see the 10th question. The current flowing through the wire is given, the potential difference is given, you are asked to calculate the resistance of the wire. First we write the data. The current is given as current I is equal to 0.2A. Yes, then wire whose ends are connected to the potential difference of 15 volt. The potential difference V is given as 15 volt. And you are asked to calculate the resistance of the wire. And the next one, you are asked to calculate heat energy produced in 1 minute. That is, the time is given as 1 minute. We know that the SI unit of time is second. So 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. In the first question, you are asked to calculate the resistance. So in terms of voltage and current, we can represent resistance as R is equal to V by I. The value of V is given as 15 volt. The value of I is given as 0.2 ampere, which is equal to 150 divided by 2, which is equal to 75 ohm. So the value of resistance R is equal to 75 ohm. Next one, you are asked to calculate the heat energy produced in 1 minute. We know that for heat energy produced in 1 minute or heat dissipated in this one, the expression from Joule's law of heating, you have to write the expression, that is H is equal to I squared RT. From Joule's law of heating, the heat energy generated or developed in the conductor is given by H is equal to I squared RT. I is given as 0.2 ampere, I squared. So 0.2 into 0.2. The resistance we have calculated as 75 ohm. And time T is given as 60 seconds. That is 1 minute, which is equal to 60 seconds. So 0.2 into 0.2 into 75 into 60, which is equal to 180. The SI unit of energy is joule. So H is equal to 180 joule. One more method also you can calculate, that is energy E is equal to VIT. That expression also you can use. The side I will do by that method also. That is energy E is equal to VIT. Yes. The value of V is given as 15 volt. Current is given as 0.2 into 60. 2 60s are 12. 12 into 15 is equal to 2 15s are 30. 180. SI unit of energy is joule. Okay, any expression you can use. You can use either H is equal to I squared RT from Joule's law of heating, or the energy expression E is equal to VIT. Yes. Come to the next question. 11th question. What is the resistance under normal working conditions on an electric lamp rated 240 volt and 60 watt? Okay. And here you are asked to calculate the two bulbs are not glowing with the same brightness. That is, each one is glowing with a different brightness. You are asked to give the reason for that. Okay. First we write the data. In this question, that is 11th question, the voltage is given as 240 volt. V is equal to 240 volt. Then the power is given as 60 watt. Yes. And what is the resistance? First you are asked to calculate the resistance. In terms of V and P, we can write resistance R is equal to V squared by P, where V is equal to 240. So V square means 240 into 240 divide by P is given as 60. On simplification, you will be getting 960 ohm. That is, your first line, you are asked to calculate what is the resistance of the lamp. So the resistance offered by the lamp is equal to 960 ohm. And in the question, it is given that two such lamps are connected in series. So when two such lamps are connected in series, the effective value of the resistance in the circuit when two resistors are connected in series, for series combination, the two bulbs with resistance R plus R, because they are connected in series, which is equal to 960 plus 960, which is equal to 1920 ohm. The total resistance included in the circuit is equal to 1920 ohm. Okay. Next, you are asked to calculate each bulb is glowing with different intensity, that is the brightness of the bulb is less. You are asked for the reason. Now, when the effective resistance offered by the two such lamps connected in series equal to 1920 ohm. We know that the expression for current is V by R. When the two resistors are connected in series, the potential difference across both the resistor will remain same, which is equal to 240 volt, which is given. Okay. And the effective value of the resistance is, since the two resistors are connected in series, the effective value of the resistance is sum of the two resistors connected in series, which is equal to 1920. On simplification, we will be getting 0.125 ampere. Okay. This is the current received by each of the bulb when they are connected in series. Okay. Now, you are asked to give reason why the bulb is glowing with a lesser brightness or lesser intensity. Then first we calculate from the given data P and V, we find out what is the current required by each bulb. For one bulb, if 60 watt bulb, that is 60 watt is the power consumed by the bulb when it is connected to the potential difference of 240 volt. What is the current required by the bulb? I is equal to P by V. So P is given as 60, V is given as 240. On simplification, you will be getting current I is equal to 60 by 240 is equal to 0.25 ampere. So this is the current required by the bulb for its operation. Each bulb for its operation. Okay. I is equal to 0.25 ampere is the current required by the bulb for its operation. This is called as the safe current. Okay. But when you are connecting two such bulbs in series, the current flowing through the bulb is equal to 0.125 ampere. So this is less than the safe current limit or the current required by the bulb for its operation, so that the bulb glows with a lesser brightness. So in the question you are asked, explain why each one appears less bright. Actually each bulb requires 0.25 amperes for its operation, but since the two bulbs are connected in series, each bulb is getting a current of 0.125 ampere. Because of that, the bulb glows with a lesser brightness or lesser intensity. Okay. Next one, come to the 12th question. In the 12th question, it is given two bulbs are rated 60 watt and 220 volt, and the other bulb is with 60 watt and 110 volt. So here two bulbs ratings are given, that is voltage rating as well as the power rating are given. So one of the bulb I write the power rating as P1, the other bulb I take it as P2. So the first bulb, the power rating is given as 60 watt, whose voltage rating V1 is equal to 220 volt. Yes. And the other bulb, the power rating is given as same, that is 60 watt, and whose voltage is given as V2 is equal to 110 volt. You are asked to calculate the ratio of their resistances. We know that the relation connecting power, voltage and the resistance is R1 is equal to V1 square by P1. Substitute for V1, V1 is 220, V1 squared, so 220 into 220 divided by P1 is equal to 60. Yes. Here this side R2 is equal to V2 squared by P2, which is equal to 110 into 110 divided by 60. Okay. You are asked to compare the ratio of the resistances. If R1 is the resistance of one of the bulb and R2 represents the resistance of the other bulb, then R1 is to R2 is equal to, write the expression for R1, that is 220 into 220 divided by 60. This side we have 110 into 110 divided by 60. So in both the case 60 and 60 will get cancelled. 0, 0 we can cancel it. 2 11s are 12, 1 11 is 11, 2 11s are 12, 1 11 is 11, 2 2s are 4. This side 1 into 1 is equal to 1. So the ratio of the resistances R1 is to R2 is equal to 4 is to 1. Yes. Then come to the 13th question. The 13th question, the power and the voltage of the bulb is given. You are asked to calculate the energy consumed in 1 hour. So we write the data. Power is given as 250 watt. Yes. And the voltage is given as 230 volt. And the time is given as 1 hour. Time T is equal to 1 hour. you are asked to calculate the energy consumed in 1 hour. So energy consumed in 1 hour is the energy expression is power into time. Here if you see the power is given in SI unit watt, but time is given in hour. So we write the SI unit of time. SI unit of time is second, but it is given in hour. 1 hour is equal to 3600 second. Okay. So energy is equal to power into time. I substitute power in watt and time in second. That is, I am substituting both the quantities in their SI unit. Energy is equal to power into time. Power is 250 watt and time is 3600 second, which is equal to 3 zeros and 625s are 150, remaining 15. 325s are 75. 75 plus 15 is equal to 90. Yes, joule. Energy is equal to joule. On the other side, I calculate energy in kilowatt hour. Energy is equal to power into time. Power is given in 250 watt. To write it in kilowatt, it is 250 into 10 power minus 3 kilowatt. Substitute power in kilowatt and time in hour. Then we will be getting 250 into 10 power minus 3 into time is given as 1. So which is equal to 250 into 10 power minus 3. The unit is kilowatt hour. Okay. So here we have expressed energy both in joule, that is the SI unit of energy, as well as in the commercial unit of electrical energy. The commercial unit of electrical energy is kilowatt hour. Okay. The second part of the question, this is the first part of the question. Second part of the 13th question, the time in which the bulb will consume 1 kilowatt hour energy. That is, the second part, energy is given, you are asked to calculate the time. Yes. So, time T is equal to, the relation connecting energy, power and time is, time T is equal to energy by power. Right. So, energy by power is equal to, energy is given as 1 kilowatt hour. So 1. Then if you substitute energy in kilowatt hour, we have to substitute power in kilowatt. Kilowatt, if you write 250 into 10 power minus 3. 10 power minus 3, when I take it to the numerator, it becomes 10 power 3. 10 power 3 is nothing but 1000 divided by 250, which is equal to 4. Since we have expressed energy in kilowatt hour, we have to express time in hour. So time T is equal to 4 hour. T is equal to 4 hour. That's T2. Yes. If I take this as T1, this should be T2. Yes. T2 is equal to 4 hour. So 13th question, 2 parts you are asked to calculate. One part you are asked to calculate the energy. Second part you are asked to calculate. Energy is given, you are asked to calculate time. Okay. Come to the 14th question. 14th question, 3 heaters each rated 250 watt and 100 volt are connected in parallel to 100 volt supply. Okay. So here I draw the diagram. 3 heaters are connected in parallel. One heater, the other second one and the third one. The 3 heaters are connected in parallel. Yes. Here in this 14th question, the data is given as the power consumed by each heater is equal to 250 watt when they are connected to a potential difference of 100 volt. V is equal to 100 volt. Okay, that is given. Next, first you are asked to calculate the total current taken from the supply. The total current taken from the supply for one heater, what is the current? Because whatever current, if I is the current drawn from the cell, I take I is the current drawn from the cell. Here the current branches out because the 3 heaters are connected in parallel means the current flowing through each heater will be different. But the power consumed by each heater and the voltage they are connected are the same. The current required for the operation of each heater will remain the same. But the current branches out here. The current I branches out here, I take it as I1. I2 current flows through this second heater. And I take I3 is the current flowing through the third heater. Then the expression for one of the current I find out, I1 is equal to P by V. Okay, P is given as 250 and V is given as 100, which is 250 by 100 is equal to 2.5 ampere. So the current flowing through one of the heater is equal to 2.5. as the power and the voltage of all the heaters or power rating and the voltage rating of all the heaters are the same, the current I1, I can write the current flowing through all the three heaters are the same. That is I1 is equal to I2 is equal to I3, which is equal to 2.5 ampere. Yes, the current flowing through all the three heaters are the same because the power and the voltage rating of all the heaters are the same. Since they are connected in parallel, the value of current flowing through all the three heaters are different. Okay, understand the meaning, because the current is branching out. Whatever current is drawn from the cell, the same current will not flow through the heaters because they are connected in parallel. Okay, but the power rating and the voltage rating of all the three heaters are the same. The safe current limit for all the three heaters are the same. So the current, if I take I1 is the current flowing through the first heater, I2 the second, I3 the second, all the three are equal, which is equal to 2.5 ampere. Okay. Here you are asked to calculate the total current. Total current is the current what is drawn from the cell, which is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3. If I substitute for I1 as 2.5, I2 as 2.5 and I3 as 2.5, the current drawn from the cell is equal to 7.5 ampere. Okay. This is the total current taken from the supply. That is the total current drawn from the cell. Okay. Next one. You are asked to calculate the resistance of each heater. As there is, let me take R1 is the resistance of the first heater. That is the voltage, V1 is the voltage supplied to the first heater. Voltage rating of the heater. P1 is the power rating of the heater. Then R1 is equal to V1 square by P1. And V1 is given as 100. So 100, V1 square means 100 into 100. P1 is given as 250. So divided by 250, which is equal to 100 into 100 into 2, divide by 250, which is equal to 40. The SI unit of resistance is ohm. Okay. The power supplied to one of the heater is equal to 250 volt. The energy supplied to one heater we have calculated. That is, we can write energy supplied to one heater is equal to, one heater I take it as E is equal to P into T. Yes. So P is given as 250 watt. I write it in kilowatt. So 250 into 10 power minus 3 kilowatt. And the time is given as the energy is supplied to this one in 5 hours. So into 5. Yes. I substituted power in kilowatt and time in hour. So you will get the unit in kilowatt hour. 5 into 250 is equal to 1250 into 10 power minus 3 kilowatt hour. The other side I will substitute power in watt and time in second. So I will get energy in kilo, that is joule, SI unit. Energy is equal to, this side I will do, energy is equal to power into time. I substitute power in watt. P is equal to 250 watt. And the time it is given in hour, I convert it into second. That is 5 hours means 5 into 3600. So this here I have substituted power in watt and time in second. That is I have substituted the quantities in SI unit. On simplification we will be getting 45 into 10 power 5 joule. Okay. So this sum we have calculated the energy in both units. That is here energy in joule, that is SI unit. And here we have calculated the energy in kilowatt hour, because kilowatt hour is the commercial unit of electrical energy. Yes. In kilowatt hour the energy is equal to 1250 into 10 power minus 3 kilowatt hour. In SI unit, that is in joule, the energy is equal to 45 into 10 power 5 joule. But in this question you are asked to calculate the energy supplied in kilowatt hour to the 3 heaters in 5 hours. So the energy supplied to one of the heater in kilowatt hour is equal to 1250 into 10 power minus 3 kilowatt hour. Then I can write energy supplied to one heater. Therefore, energy supplied to 3 similar heater. That is very important. 3 similar heater we have tried. Therefore, energy supplied to 3 similar heater is equal to similar heater. Then only the energy consumed by each heater will remain the same. 3 similar heaters is equal to 3 into, what is the energy in kilowatt hour? 1250 into 10 power minus 3. On multiplication we will be getting 3750 into 10 power minus 3 kilowatt hour. This is the energy consumed by all the three heaters. E is equal to 3750 into 10 power minus 3 kilowatt hour. This can also be written by removing this 10 power minus 3 power, that is you have to divide it by 1000, then the answer will be E is equal to 3.750 kilowatt hour. Yes. Similarly, you can calculate this energy in joule also. For one heater, the energy consumed is 45 into 10 power 5. So, 3 such similar heater means E is equal to 3 into 45 into 10 power 5. 3 into 45 is equal to 135 into 10 power 5 joule. Yes. So, E is equal to 135 into 10 power 5 joules is the total energy consumed by all the three heaters in joule. In kilowatt hour, the total energy consumed by three similar heaters is equal to 3.75 kilowatt hour. Okay. Next one, 15th question. A bulb is connected to a battery of potential difference 4 volt and internal resistance 2.5 ohm. A steady current of 0.5 ampere flows through the circuit. You are asked to calculate the total energy supplied by the battery. First we write the data. In this question number 15, the potential difference V is given as 4 volt and internal resistance is given as 2.5 ohm. Internal resistance small r is equal to 2.5 ohm. A steady current of 0.5 ampere flows through the circuit. So current I is equal to 0.5 ampere. 5 ampere. Okay. And you are asked to calculate the total energy supplied by the battery in 10 minutes. That is time t is equal to 10 minutes. The SI unit of time is second. So 10 into 60 is equal to 600 second. Okay. In R I can write divided by 60. 10 by 60 R. That is I have expressed 10 minutes both in SI unit, that is in second as well as in R. Okay. You are asked to calculate energy. First we calculate the current drawn from the cell is equal to EMF by total resistance. Total resistance is external resistance plus internal resistance. The EMF of the cell is given as 4 divided by the external resistance value is not given. Okay, that we keep it as R. Internal resistance is given as 2.5. The current drawn from the cell is given as 0.5. 0.5 is equal to 4 by R plus 2.5. So cross multiply. On cross multiplication we will be getting R into 0.5 is equal to 0.5 R plus 0.5 into 2.5 is equal to 1.25, which is equal to 4. Yes. We solve this and find the value of R. That is 0.5 R is equal to 4 minus 1.25. Yes. 0.5 R is equal to 4 minus 1.25. 4 minus 1.25 is equal to 2.75. From this we can write R is equal to 2.75 divided by 0.5, which is equal to 27.5 by 5. In 27, 5 5s are 25, remaining 2.5 5s are 25. So the external resistance R is equal to 5.5 ohm. Yes. So, but you are this question, 15th question. First you are asked to calculate what is the total energy supplied by the battery in 10 minutes. So to calculate energy, what we have to do? That is the energy expression is E is equal to VIT. Directly we substitute. E is equal to VIT. So in this question V is given as 4 volt. I is given as 0.5 ampere. And the time is given as 10 minutes. 10 minutes means it is equal to 600 second, which is equal to 1200. SI unit of energy is joule. So energy E is equal to 1200 joule. Yes. This is the answer for her first question. The total energy supplied by the battery in 10 minutes. First one. Second one, we have calculated the resistance of the bulb by using the expression I is equal to EMF by external resistance plus internal resistance. Second one. Yes. Third one, you are asked to calculate the energy dissipated in the bulb in 10 minutes. So the energy dissipated in the bulb in 10 minutes, H is equal to I squared RT. This we are writing from Joule's law of heating. Joule's law of heating states that when the current of I ampere flows through a conductor of resistance R ohm for a time period of t seconds, then the heat generated in the conductor is given by H is equal to I squared RT. This is the statement for Joule's law of heating. From Joule's law of heating, we are writing H is equal to I squared RT. The value of I is given in the question as 0.5 ampere. Since it is I squared, 0.5 into 0.5. And the value of the resistance we have calculated as R is equal to 5.5 ohm. And the time is given as 600 seconds. So on multiplication, we will be getting 825. The SI unit of energy is Joule. So H is equal to 825 Joule. That is the energy dissipated in the bulb in 10 minutes. Yes. Yes students, today we have discussed nearly 6 problems. Next class we will be discussing the remaining problems of this unit. So go through the videos, understand the concept of the numerical problems, then practice it before you are copying it in your classwork notebook. Yes, practice well students.